Hey all you out there in YouTube land, hope y'all are doing well. Today is a very special day. Why is today so special, you might be asking? Because today I'm going to be showing you not one, but two banjos from Vangoa Music. Wait a second. You might also be thinking, wait a second Dave, you play banjo? And the answer is, yeah, I actually do play banjo. Long story short, I took like 4 banjo lessons when I was a kid, and after that I just dropped it and just stopped playing. I kind of lost interest in it, and about a year ago I picked it back up again, and I was fortunate that I kept the banjo that I had from when I was a kid, and I've been loving it ever since. So yeah, it's a really fun instrument to play, and it gives you allows you to work on a little bit of different techniques, work on your right hand technique instead of your left hand. So yeah, so anyway, I'm really enjoying it, and I figured I would share a little bit of my joy with the banjo with you guys by demoing a couple banjos from Vangoa Music. Ta-da! As you can see, I have the 2 banjos here. They look quite different. In my left hand is the open back maple finished banjo. It's got the nice maple neck, and it's a very pretty instrument. It's 5 strings. It's very light. So I'm going to be demoing that for you guys. And in my right hand, also a 5-string banjo. It's the closed back, and it has a resonator, which adds to the volume. And like I said, also 5 strings. Got the tuning peg on the 5th fret here of the high string, high G string. And yeah, so I'm going to be demoing these 2 guys for you. Each banjo comes with its own soft shell case. They're both very nice. Got a little storage compartment here for that. The one for the maple banjo is a little bit smaller. And same thing, got a little pocket here. And it's got a nice little brace for the neck. You can pop it in there. Also included with each banjo is a nice little goodie bag here. Little trinkets inside. We're gonna pop this one open. So we have a tuner, clip-on tuner. Very nice. We have a bag that has a adjustable wrench, Allen wrench for the neck, for adjusting the bow of the neck. There's also a wrench included here that's for tuning up your banjo head, your drum head. There is also, looks like 3 metal picks for your fingers in here, and 1 thumb pick. The thumb pick is plastic. Also, they include, this is a pickup for the banjo, kind of a microphone pickup type thing. I will show you guys this towards the end of the video, just so you can hear what it sounds like. So essentially you can electrify your banjo if you want to just plug it in instead of miking it. We also have, it's another bag of, looks like finger picks, plastic finger picks. Looks like there's 4 of them in here. We have a nice leather strap. We have full set of banjo strings, 5 strings for your 5-string banjo. Cleaning rag, and last but not least, we have a full banjo user guide manual that tells you all about what type of banjo you have. It tells you about adjusting your truss rod and all that, if you have strings that buzz, all that stuff. Also on the banjo with the resonator, you could pop that off, so you could essentially make that an open back banjo as well, if you like the feel of not having that huge resonator on the back. It's not really huge, but anyway. Also, last but not least, you get this guide for installing your bridge. That's one thing you have to install when you get these banjos. They send the bridge, this little wood piece here, they send this out separately, and you have to install it. So you get this gauge here, you just put it right up to your nut there, and you line this perfectly up here. You loosen the strings a lot. You just slip it in sideways, stand it up, make sure the strings are equally distant away from each edge, and then just make sure it's standing upright and it looks fairly straight, and you got it. It's really not that difficult at all. But that's the way they ship these out, with no bridge. So, okay, anyway, let's get into the demo. Bang! All right, real quick before the end of the demo, I mentioned to you guys earlier that they send out this little pickup in the goodie bag, and pickup basically features this little node here, and this basically sticks on your banjo, or you could use this on an acoustic guitar too. It's got a sticky tape, which I've read is supposedly permanent, so I'm not actually going to use that, but anyway, it's on there, and it just plugs in with a 1/4-inch plug-in jack. And then there's a piece of Velcro here that holds the jack in place, but I have found a place on the back of the banjo. I'm just going to temporarily put it there so you guys can hear what it sounds like. So we'll start with the open back maple. And I'm just going to basically stick it right in here. And then kind of something like that. And then plug it in, and then you guys can check it out. Alright guys, that concludes our demo part of the video. I just want to say a couple words on both banjos, but I also wanted to make sure you guys could form your own opinion on the quality of sound of each banjo, what you liked and didn't like about each banjo, so I figured the comparison video would be a nice little contrast for you guys if you happen to be in the market for maybe wanting a banjo. So yeah, the maple banjo, open back, maple neck, maple headstock. It's a very light banjo. It doesn't have the resonator on the back, so it doesn't project as well as the other banjo. It's not that much quieter, but the resonator seems to bring out a lot more of the high end, so this sounds more like it's kind of muffled a little bit, but to me it's really not that big of a deal. If you were to record with this and you could just mix in a little more high end on your EQ, so I don't really think it's that big of a deal. This one doesn't play quite as well as the other one. The action's a little bit higher, but that probably could be adjusted somewhat with a truss rod adjustment and whatnot. So, but yeah, it's a really beautiful instrument, and I hope you guys like the way it sounds. And then the other banjo with the resonator back. Yeah, it's a bit heavier than the other banjo, but it's louder, a little bit louder, and as I said, the resonator allows it to project more, definitely the high end, so it's more tinny, twangy, which is good. As I mentioned earlier, the resonator back on here, there's supposedly 4 screws in there, and you can unscrew it, so you could essentially have an open back banjo like the maple one, just in case you want that option. This one gives you that flexibility. This banjo is about $50 more than the other one. The maple one, I believe, retails on Amazon for $170, and this is $220. Like I said, this one has the better projection with the resonator, and you could also remove that and have an open back banjo. And in my opinion, this one actually plays a little bit better than the maple banjo. The action is a bit lower up here, which is really nice. It doesn't have as much of a beginnery banjo feel to me. So yeah. All right, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks so much for watching my banjo demo of the 2 Vangoa banjos. If you've ever wanted to play a banjo, now's a good time. Got the holidays coming up. I'm going to see if I can get Vangoa to give you guys a discount code for either one of these banjos if you're interested in either one. And I will post that in the description box, as well as the Amazon links to both banjos. All right, guys, thanks again so much. Take care and happy playing. Bye.